Hey guys, it's Kit Marie. Welcome back or welcome if you're new, and I'm here for a YouTube video. So what I'm doing today is very different. So since Criminal Minds is having a reboot and that will be coming out on Thanksgiving Day, I want to make a YouTube video dedicated to Criminal Minds. So Mathew and Gubler will not be starring into the new series. We believe that he might make an appearance or something, but I decided that I am going to rank, because I like to rank stuff, all of the episodes that he directed. We have 12 episodes to get through today. So yeah, so Shmiras are right here, and let's just get started. I want to apologize for being late. I did have this video made yesterday, and I realized that one of the episodes where I thought it wasn't what it was, so I was like, crap, now I have to redo it. And then I kind of rearranged the order a little bit because I had to think about it more. But yeah, so all these episodes are on Hulu or Paramount Plus. So just letting you guys know you can watch Criminal Minds. And the new season will be coming out not Plus. But the first one we have that I don't like is Mr. Scratch. I don't know why I don't like it. It's just every time I'm on season 10 and get it, I always want to skip it. I don't like to skip. I rewatch Criminal Minds a lot, so I do not like to skip the episodes. But this is the one I always think about skipping. So yeah, it's just, I think it's interesting. It is season 10, episode 21. So basically it's about these people, and they have this psychotic episode or whatever it's called. And they end up killing their loved ones, but then they think that it's some monster or something else is happening, which leads to Mr. Scratch. And he's very good with drugs, knows how to mix them to make him do what you think. I just didn't like this one. It leads to a lot of just stuff that Mr. Scratch has done. So it's the beginning of a really horrible era. And the fact that then Hodgson gets drugged, that seems really kind of sad. So I didn't like it. And then the next one is Heathridge Manor. This one is season 7, episode 19. This one is very weird, of course. I don't really know what to say about it. I think it's the beginning is really weird. It's these siblings, I think this manor, it's really a thing. And something happened to their mother, years ago. And, the brother is, I don't remember why he's doing it. I forget because I haven't seen it in so long. But he, is, killing people, women. And, dressing them up into, medieval clothes, I'm pretty sure. So it's just very weird. And then the ending is very, weird. Because I'm pretty sure, the guy, the brother, kills himself or whatever. And then, the sisters, moved in to somewhere else. It's very weird. It just wasn't the one I liked. So then we have Blood Relations. This is season 9, episode 20. I thought this one was the one with the whole families, and they kill the families and steal little girls and make them marry again. No. This one is actually about these killings are going on in this area, and this area's they don't link the police at all. And it's two rival families going up against each other. So it's about that, and it does deal with incest, so it's really disturbing. And then the ending, I wish, I just didn't like the ending because they thought they killed the unsub or the suspect at this time, but then he ended up coming back and killing more people, but we never hear from him again. Which I like when they do that because in real world, not all cases are solved, but then at the same time, you want it to be solved. So I didn't like that. Plus the way they treat the police and the way the two things are fighting, and then I don't know, I didn't like it. And then we have Beautiful Disaster. This is season 11, episode 18. So this one deals with Morgan, and his wife ends up getting shot, and she's pregnant. So of course she and the baby are both in critical condition. So it's really sad to watch it. And Morgan was targeted a couple episodes before and was tortured. So he's trying to figure out who it was and how to deal with the hitman. And the beginning of season 11, and it was the dad of the hitman, because the hitman killed himself, but he blamed Derek. But it's Derek leaves at the end. It is a really sad episode. And then it's just really sad. And then having Derek leave, it's just even more sad. I cry I think I've watched that episode 3 times. I've cried every time. I hate when Derek leaves. The way he leaves Penelope is so sad. It's really sad. It's really sweet, though, because he has a new baby. He does come back, I think, in season I think in season 13, he comes back in the later seasons. But yeah, I'll put the episode like around here, like when he comes back. It's just for like well, he comes back at the end of season 12 for like 5 minutes, and then he comes back during another later season. So he comes back 2 more times. But still, it's just sad. But he does start another show called SWAT, which I haven't watched yet. But yeah. And we have Lauren. This is season 6, episode 18. This one deals about Emily and the whole Ian Doyle thing. And it's really sad because, like, it deals with the kid, and it makes you think, like, that, like, the kid actually died, which he didn't. They was put in protective custody. And it makes you kind of, like, mourn with Ian, which I hate when they do that. And we learn a lot about Emily and her past. And then there's just also the episode where Emily dies. So this is, like, a huge spoiler, but this is, like, I meant to put this in the beginning, but there are, like, a lot of spoilers just because I talk about an episode. I don't want to, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just, I don't know. But yeah. So it was just really sad how she died, but then, like, it was just, like, a cover-up. And I deal with, like, Spencer getting mad at JJ because JJ knew she was alive. And I understand, like, both sides. Like, they couldn't risk people finding out about Emily being alive because her life is in danger. Then at the same time, Spencer would have not told anyone. And I guess he was relapsing, but I don't think JJ knew that he was relapsing the drugs. I don't think anyone even knew that he was doing drugs because of what happened to him in, like, season 2. But at the same time, like, the more people know, the more of a chance they'll find out. So, I don't know, both sides I understand, but, yeah. So I just didn't like the one because she dies, and it's kind of boring. I don't know how to explain it. It's, like, a 2-episode thing, kind of, so it's just, I don't know, and watching Emily get tortured is really sad. And then we have Alchemy. This one is season 8, episode 20. This one's very weird. It has, like, this stuff going on these walls. So it's going to be, like, a picture right here. It's about this woman, and she lost her child, so she's trying to, like, conceive another one. So she, like, traps men again, have sex with her, and then, like, makes them sick or whatever, and then, like, kills them. Or maybe it's not. I don't think it's her. I think it's someone else who's killing them or whatever. But still, it's really sad because she lost her, like, child, and then she wants to, like, have another one. But I didn't like it. It was weird. Stuff coming out of the walls was, like, really weird. But, yeah. And then we have Mosley Lane. This is season 5, episode 16. The first episode that Mathew has directed. This is very good. I feel like the first episode that he directed, it was a good concept. It was sad. It had Evan Peters in it, and then one of the girls, there was, like, a second girl, not Amy. Amy is the one that gets kidnapped, and it's really sad because she's, like, at a fair. And, like, the mom was, like, yelling, saying she's looking for a child. Like, so, like Amy's mom kind of, like, looked away for a second and stopped holding her hand. That's when Amy got kidnapped. So it's really sad, like, watching the husband and her blame herself for a child. Especially when, like, children go missing, it's really sad to watch. Especially if the child doesn't make it. So, like, just watching, like, I think it's, like, 11 parents and only 3 of them got their children back. So, like, that was really sad. And then it was really cool that Evan Peters was, like, this girl, like, the first ever victim. And, like, she believed he was alive all these years, and that is kind of what led to them getting rescued. So I really like that even after people told her that it is not true and that she is wrong and that he's not alive, that she still did. It was really sad, the whole Steven thing. Like, Steven died protecting Amy, and then, like, the parents were like, he was alive 24 hours ago. Like, that was just, it was a really sad episode. I definitely cried watching it, but it was good. I hated how they got such an easy end, the parents. Like, the one just got shot, and then, of course, the dad killed himself. I was like, you freaking wimp. You're gonna go with the child, and then you get caught. You're just gonna take an easy way out. I was so mad. And then we have Elliot's Pond. This one is really sad. It's about the Henderson twins, I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. And basically, they end up, like, going out with, like, their brother, and they end up going missing. So, like, years later, they think that their brother killed them, and it's just horrible. Like, that's, like, horrible to lose your siblings, and people think you killed them. But then other kids got kidnapped, so they ended up having, of course, like, the FBI, well, the BAU came in. It was just really sad. But it makes you, like, those, like, twins, kind of, I think they're the ones that kidnapped them, but they did it because, like, they were kidnapped at a young age, and, like, they were still, I don't know how to explain it. like they're still alive, and then the reunion between them was really sweet, and it was good. It was kind of weird at the same time, like having them look like that. I don't know how to explain it, but it was still good. I have Gatekeeper. So this one, Spencer ends up, I was going to say giving birth, delivering a baby. So this is about a guy, and basically he's in like his apartment, and he like kind of like feels like a protector because he lost his child when he had his wife a while ago, and she's pregnant now. So he wants to like kind of like prove that he can take care of this child. So every time like someone's bad, or like if there's like a bad influence on someone in like their apartment, then he'll go and kill them. So I think it was really sweet, and it was just like I understand why the dad didn't. It's just so sad like losing your child, like I said, and then also like Spencer helped deliver a baby, and then I think JJ asked him how does he know how to do that, and he said when she was pregnant with Henry, he read books on how to deliver a baby in case they ever had to during a thing, and I was like, that is so sweet. Like I love their friendship. But yeah, and then we have The Lesson. That is Season 8, Episode 10. This one's very weird, but also very sad. Like, a lot of these are very sad and have, like, a really sad backstory. But this one's about people who basically are, like, puppets on, like, strings, whatever they're called, about puppeteer. And he's trying to, like, reenact something that happened when he was a kid with him and his father. But then, like, he has, like, this person who he believes is real, but it actually isn't. It's just a puppet. So that's really sad. And it's just, I think it was interesting how he made them puppets and how he, like, made them act. It was just really sweet. I thought it was cool. And then we have The Tall Man. So I like this episode at Season 14, Episode 5. So it goes back to the legend of The Tall Man, which I don't really remember it, but I like the legend. And is there a movie on it? I know there's a movie on The Slender Man, but I don't know if there's a movie on The Tall Man. I'll get back to you guys on that. But I thought it was just really cool. Plus, we go back to JJ and, like, Lucy and her sister, and we kind of get, like, more detail on that. And how she was in a relationship with, like, an older guy. And now he ends up, like, grooming younger girls and, like, doing stuff. So it's really sad because, like, what happens with, like, JJ's sister and everything. But it was, like, really cool. Like, I felt like the concept of The Tall Man was really cool. And I wish they wouldn't, I don't know. Like, I feel like it would have been better if it wasn't centered around JJ's sister, and they were like this woman's so evil, but if they were more like victims and they weren't just kidnapped the entire time, and they're like more victims to deal with it. I don't know. Like that sounds like so morbid, but I did really like the episode. And then my favorite episode that Mathew has ever directed is The Capellanos. I did rewatch this one, and it's so good. Clowns are super scary, like and creepy, and I love clowns, but like they also are like really creepy. So it's about these brothers, and I think they have like robbery because like the one, Tony, wants to like go to Florida with his wife and his son Mikey, so they had to get money. So he ends up driving his brother to these houses, and he thinks that his brother is just robbing them, but his brother is actually killing them, and it's really sad once he finds out and everything, and it is like really sad. Like the brother wasn't that bad, and he technically didn't do anything wrong, but then when Tony found out that his brother, I forgot what his name, was killing those people, he probably should have turned him in. But I understood how difficult it is to turn in your brother or like your sibling. And it was just really sad, like how Tony was trying to make his life better for his wife and his kid, but his brother just kept dragging him down and making everything worse. It was sad, but it was really, really creepy, and I really do like it. The clowns are like the clown outfit they wear is so creepy. I really like what they did with the whole clown thing, and I hope, well, not hope, because I know I would have liked more episodes to deal with clowns in Criminal Minds, and maybe they'll have like something to do with clowns in Evolution. It's really weird because like I'm pretty sure this new like reboot series is just gonna focus on like one serial killer, and I thought, oh, that's stupid. But the way they made it look on the trailer looked so good. I'm so excited. Not a lot of them are back. I wish Matt Simmons was back, but he's not. We have Luke Alves, Emily Prentice, Penelope Garcia, and Rossi. I don't know, is David Rossi. So only 5. So I wish like there would be like, I hope they do like some appearances with like other. Oh, and we have Tara Lewis. I can't believe I forgot about Tara. Oh my gosh. But I hope they have like some appearances or like they talk about them. and everything. It'll be like so cool to have Penelope back and to see when her and Luke's relationship goes. Because if you haven't seen season 15, spoiler, but they end up like not getting together. But they end up like they both leave the BAU, so they end up going on a date. So I would like to see how that is, and it's just I'm so excited. Thanksgiving Day, Paramount Plus, Criminal Minds Evolution. Go watch. I'm thinking that after the season is done, I'm gonna do a whole video like talking about it. I hope they are doing like one episode every week. I really like that just because they do with the original Criminal Minds. Plus, I won't be able to watch it all now because now I have a job, so I can't just sit and watch TV all the time. And I know Tiff Talk is going to spoil it, so I don't know, but put comments down below if you like this video and if you've seen Criminal Minds, and if you're excited for the new season or series or the reboot. And if you guys want me to do any more videos with Criminal Minds, I want to do more because I love this show and I just don't know what kind. So if you have any suggestions, put them down in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next week.